Okay, so hi. So this video will be about the impact of supercomputers in society. I'm going to talk to you about the good side and the bad side. So let's begin. So first of all, what are they? They are multiple line of cabinets of computers, and each of them contains about 10 to 15 processors, and each of these processors can perform up to a million calculations per second. So in total, all those cabinets can do a quadrillion of calculation per second. So it's pretty good. It also prevent human mistakes because now we rely on computers when we want to do when we want to solve some equations and calculations. So yeah, and it's also used in many aspects of society. It's also used in many governmental aspects. So first, I'm going to show you how supercomputers influence two governmental aspects, and then I'm going to talk to you how it influence administration, because that's where I want to go in university, so it's very interesting to me. So let's begin. um, how they are used in physics. So that's the two governmental aspects: physics and nuclear program. So first of all, physics. Supercomputers are used to model some molecules, so they can explore the molecules more deeply in the atoms, and they also can create new molecules. So it's very interesting in the physics aspect of society. And it's also used in the nuclear programs, because now supercomputers can make simulation of explosion of a bomb. So instead of making exploding the real bomb on the planet, which is not very good for the environment, they can just simulate it, so it's better. And it's also used to calibrate the bomb itself, because before this was a job of a group of engineers, um, and this group sometimes did mistakes. So obviously with computers now it can do mistakes, so it can calibrate the bomb without any mistakes. So in administration, for now supercomputers do not have a lot of views, but maybe in 10 or 20 years will use them for something else. But right now they are just used in the stock market and to calculate the market outcome. So how they are used in the stock market? They are used to predict the stock market. Well, but let me explain. For big companies, they use supercomputers to predict which company will rise and which company will decrease, so they know where to invest, so it can save money. It's also used to calculate market outcomes for the government. So the government can know if the economic side of the country or the city is going well or not. So that's basically the use in administration. So now the good side of supercomputers is that they can obviously find the answer to complication equation. So this is used in administration to calculate and to predict the stock market. It can save money for companies in the stock market, obviously, because they know where to invest. So they will just make money and not lose money. And it helps the research program to make upgrades to the nuclear program, the climate program, and all the program all the governmental programs. But there are also a lot of disadvantages of supercomputers. First, they are very expensive, so it is very just a government and some very rich companies that can buy supercomputers. And also it requires a lot of staff to run to prevent it from overheating, because obviously when you have a line of computers side to side, it's very hot. It also takes a lot of space because you have a lot of processors and cabinets, and it does not replace the physical testing, obviously. It does not replace the human behavior when someone is testing something. So in conclusion, supercomputers in today's world are omnipresent in society, but not as much in administration. But maybe someday we'll use them in more aspect of administration. But now it's just very for the stock market. And supercomputers have good side and a bad side. So it has a good side, obviously, in the nuclear program, when it can simulate the explosion of a bomb. But there is also a bad side in the stock market because it creates inequalities between the big companies and the normal investors, because the normal investors obviously can't buy a supercomputers because it's too expensive. So they can lose money because they don't really know where to invest, and the big companies, well, they know where to invest, so they can't lose money. So it's basically create it's not just, so it create inequalities in society. So that's basically it. So thanks for watching.